He's gonna be in mid. Alright, this is it.
Get ready, guys.
Finish him here. We don't have one. You can do it. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one, baby. This is the one, baby. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Can't stop. Won't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop.
Fire! 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 Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Oh,
yeah.
my goodness, bro.
Let's freaking go.
Let's go.
What the hell happened? Is this what we were supposed to expect? We were told we were given a hard mode in a heroic raid? Is this what we expect, to just have these sub-century turrets thrown in there? A freaking devil walker and the same squishy bosses as before? Is this what we expect? Is this increasing the difficulty? Is this making it harder and more valuable, the experience of defeating and accomplishing said task, said raid? No, it's not. And I'm going to explain to you exactly why it's not, why I'm so frustrated with this raid. Now, here's the thing. But first of all, I'm going to start off by saying what this raid gets right. Okay, first things first, the Vosik fight is amazing. The Vosik fight is 10 times better than it was in the normal raid, with the exception of one thing that I'll get into. That raid is, or that battle is glorious, and it's the funnest thing out of the entire raid by far. And you will see a dramatic improvement in the way that it is in hard mode and heroic mode compared to what it was in normal mode. That's it. Everything else is the same. So sit tight, get ready, and I'm going to show you exactly why this raid pisses me off to no end. Here we go. So, you start the fight off, you go into your initial, little area, you drop in, and you freaking gotta throw the Siva charges, knock down his shield, knock him till he's about one shot, then he's gonna freaking head back up, and you're gonna do your thing. While you're doing that, you're killing ad spawns, making sure that those freaking shanks on steroids, the electricity-eating shanks, don't do anything to freaking, slow down time and all this kind of stuff, suck up all your electricity. And you're done. Keep doing that, rinse and repeat until he passes back. There is no change between this and normal mode. Oh, but Jae Saw, but Oneactual, you know what I'm saying? It's the beginning, it's the intro to the fight. I mean, if you think about Volta Glass, there was no change between the, when getting the spires up before you headed inside of the door, except for one problem, amigo, is the freaking, the ads were a little stronger than they were in the normal mode Volta Glass. And guess what? They're not stronger here. They're just as squishy. They'll die just as fast. They're just a little teeny tiny bit stronger, and you won't even really realize it. And the freaking shanks, those big old electric eating shanks, are nothing. They are no threat. Freaking shoot him with an entire clip of Outbreak Prime. The Seavals will swarm him. He'll die, no problem. Go on. You're done. Nothing big here. But you know what? I'll give it that pass. I'll give it that little, it's the intro to the raid pass. I won't even say anything else about it. So that's fine. But that's going to be the only pass that I give this entire raid, and you're going to see exactly why just ahead.
Oh, it's all throwing time.
What the shit is hitting us?
Ow. Ow. The boss is shooting the shit out of middle right now.
Yeah, he does not like us.
At all. Ain't gonna like these headshots either.
Right.
Where they at, though?
Oh my god. You don't have tracking on your rocket?
Oh, that's lit still.
Well, they never fixed that in all this freaking sweaty update. Yo, what up, Chulo?
Okay, so probably the only thing that this raid gets right is the Vosik fight. The Vosik fight is like the best fight in the game. I will give it that. As soon as you show up, instead of there just being one Siva charge for each side, now there's 6, 2 drop on each side. If you're not expecting this, they show up and it catches you off guard. You're like, oh crap, everybody grab one. You try to time it, you throw him and you knock his shield down. He obviously takes takes more than that. But that was pretty cool. The first time that happened, it caught me off guard. I was like, dang.
All right, let's do this shit, yo.
Oh my god.
Fucking epic. What's up, bitch? Remember me? 89 completions. I'm just kidding, chat. It's like in the 70s. Alright, so there's only one door open, so we're gonna have to have people like everybody watch a door and just call that shit out.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm already. Holy, what the freak? Alright, yo, prepare to throw, prepare to throw in 3, 2, 1, hit him.
I'm so glad I didn't say anything.
What the?
I'm glad to hear the first reaction about that.
Oh,
I told you that.
No, you did, but it's just.
Yes, I did.
No, you did. It's the way it appeared on radar. Alright, look for monitor, look for monitor. Alright, left side, left side.
Then the monitor shows up. You hit the monitor. The monitor's a little bit more. You have to shoot a lot more, rounds into it. You can't just have one guy freaking dump 3 or 4 rounds of a whole sniper clip into it and be done. You want to have everybody concentrate fire on that monitor. It spawns in like 1 of 4 different spots, and it's that giant monitor this time instead of the little small ones that can appear everywhere. That was pretty cool. Once you do that, you knock your shield down, you guys know you start the DPS process. When you knock him down, do the DPS, do as much damage as you can, and then here we go. You gotta pick one of the 2 rooms that are gonna be available, you know what I'm saying, to freaking make sure that you'll get one-shotted from Vosik. Now the cool thing is, you're running up to it, you're looking for this big yellow open door, and you only see the bottom, because now there's like a door that's like covering it, and you have to slide under it to get inside without blowing up. Now that's the cool thing. That's something that you'll like. It leads to a lot of humorous things happen on top of increasing difficulty.
He needs some milk.
Your friends will bump into each other and they won't slide in, and you're like hustle and try to get everybody to hurry up so that they don't, you know what I'm saying, get insta-killed.
Yeah, DPS, DPS, everybody DPS. Alright, so let's freaking hope this is a left side room then.
Remember, you gotta slide.
Yeah. Alright, we'll just freaking grab these. Alright, I'm looking left to see if there's a door open. Yeah, left.
On me. Yes, good. See, I'm looking at it, come on, yeah, you gotta slide with me, come on,
To me, it makes this fight the most exciting one out of the entire raid now. But the only problem I have now with the fight is he is still as squishy as he was in normal mode. He has no more health. I would seriously feel like I'd be safe to say that there was no increase in his health whatsoever. None. 0. If he had 100,000 HP, guess what? He still got 100,000 HP. There is no change there. He will die within 3 rotations in a normal average group, just like he does in normal mode. No effort there. Like, you're telling me right now you couldn't have given him a little bit more health, more armor, or maybe made him shoot a little bit more aggressively? Like you didn't make the boss different. You made a little bit more mechanics, you kind of amplified the mechanics, which is good, but you never made the fight more difficult in the aspect of the boss. And to me, that's kind of a letdown. But given the fact that there are other mechanics that were amplified in a good way, I could get away with that. But at the same time, come on, man. You couldn't give the boss 2 more HP, bro. You couldn't do that? Was that difficult? Was that so confusing to code? I don't think so. But anyway, moving on. Let's continue. Grab the chest. Oh, by the way, if you're trying to get the monitors, you already got Outbreak Prime, and you're trying to do something fancy and maybe get another exotic out of the chest, or maybe there's something new. Nope, there's none. They're still empty. They still remember you from normal mode. Don't even worry about it. Once you have it, there's no freaking... You don't even have to think about it anymore. It's done. It's cool. No worries. Go on. Proceed. Okay, then you get to the Zamboni. You're like, bro, the tank, what's it gonna have? Are there gonna be more pieces that I gotta put inside the tank? Or what's gonna happen? Is there something else gonna happen? No, there is no change to the Zamboni fight. The only change that they put in the Zamboni fight is a Devil Walker that maybe the first time you do it will catch you off surprise, but then you realize he's incredibly easy. He's not even difficult. You shoot one of his legs, by the time his neck freaking sticks out like those little freaking sock and bopper freaking toys and all that kind of stuff. You freaking shoot his neck, everybody shoots him with snipes, he's dead before he knows it. Not a big deal. And on top of that, they took out the entire ad spawn that would spawn in that back area where the Devil Walker is. You know that final part where you're moving up and there's another freaking, just one of those dropper things shows up out of nowhere and freaking drops more of those blue things off to the left, and here come more captains. Just as your teammate goes up to get Mexus and the rest of your team is moving up, they have to do that final little wave. Guess what? It's not there anymore. Instead, they said, I wonder how we can make this harder. I got an idea. Let's take that completely out of the game, and we're going to put a Devil Walker tank. Let's do it. Not a big deal. Actually, I think it's going to make this hard mode, heroic mode, 10 times harder than it was, and guess what, Bungie? It doesn't. It doesn't. The thing dies real quick. All you got to do is make sure everybody shoots down his leg quick enough, because he's got a freaking God-tier freaking pulse rifle on him, just 3 lasers and you're dead. The biggest threat in this entirety is the same threat that it was in normal mode, and that shouldn't be. The same threat is making sure that when the dropping things come out to drop the enemies, that you don't get hit by those little blue one-shot explosion balls that come off out of it. That's still the biggest threat in this fight. If you can avoid that, you'll win with no problems. That shouldn't be. Like, why? And honestly, I feel, and I can't confirm this, but I wish somebody could confirm it, I feel like you even have more time to take the pieces now than you did in normal mode. I think it gave you like another 2 minutes. There's an achievement in the book that says, do this within 6 minutes. In 6 minutes, it feels like a millennium. If you can't do it in 6 minutes, you probably gotta play a different game, honestly. I mean, it's so easy. It's a disappointment. I mean, mind you, if it was me, I would have maybe 2 spots, or maybe even 1 spot for an extra piece to worry about. Keep the ad spawn that spawns off to the left, because your Devil Walker, as you're looking towards it, spawns on the right. So there's no reason in the game whatsoever you should have took that out or had to worry about it, and just added, a couple more captains or something. Or maybe a vandal like you have at the very end with the yellow bar that has the swords or something that charges you. Something to make it more hectic, and you didn't. You thought a Devil Walker would be enough, and it's not. Devil Walker, bro. Fucking Devil Walker. Oh my god, I swear this game, dude, sometimes I just want to throw it out the window.
Oh, there it is.
Oh wow. Wow, are you serious? Couldn't get away. Oh my god, I was exhausted.
What's me?
Spawn in the back.
I'm gonna move it up a little bit. Oh, you got that one? Okay.
Yeah, yo, focus the tank.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, that's it.
What the hell? Is he not taking damage? Oh, what?
Nice. Y'all got it? Yeah, Sonic's got Mexus. Move those pieces up.
Okay.
The ads look like there's none to be found, so y'all should be clear.
Second to last fight. Here we go. Alright, so you get to the second to last fight. Now, I do kind of want to... No, you know what? No, I'm not giving it a pass. No, it's not going to happen. I don't like it. They thought, and this is a little intro fight to the main mechanic of the boss fight, we get it. We know that. But instead of making it difficult, adding any type of new enemy, any other threat, you do what? You add 3 sentry turrets. 1 for each side that takes a 2-round burst of Outbreak Prime, 1 sniper shot, or 1 shot with any freaking heavy ammo, and it's done. Comes back in 20 seconds. Just have somebody, hey bro, I'm gonna do the rockets, I'm gonna be running everywhere. You're the ball thrower. Can you make sure that the sentry doesn't shoot anybody? Sure. So while he's waiting for the ball, just stare directly at this turret, wait for it to start freaking blinking red and flashing, shoot it, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's done. The threat's evaporated. That's all you gotta worry about. Still got the dumb little vandal that shows up, couple of little shanks, and then the captain that you could just Celestial Nighthawk if he's really that big a deal, and you're done. Freaking twice the first time, 3 times the second time, and then 7 the other time. And that's it. And you couldn't even add or change up where those little diamond things that you gotta throw the Seaver charges spawn at. You didn't even change that. Well, they're kind of on his base. Jae Saw, so it's kind of to simulate that that's where his power is and all this kind of stuff. Come on, with all the SIVA technology and stuff like that that's in this game, you really telling me that it would be that much more difficult to change up maybe 2 or 3 of those little diamonds? You couldn't change up any of them? Put one on the captain door, or one on those pillars on the left and right, maybe on the opposite side so it catches you off guard, or underneath something. You couldn't do that? You just kept it in the same spots? I mean, you couldn't add some kind of variety to make that fight, you know, more significant? No. You kept it a little intro fight, not a big deal. Let's just put freaking 3 centuries, continue on, you're done, shut up. Like, what who does that? Bungie does that. I forgot. I keep forgetting who I'm talking about here. I'm talking about Bungie. Alright, cool.
Oh, wow.
Alright, mid turret spawning in, yeah. We get the turret and then I can get the captain.
Alright.
Captain's dead.
Alright. I'm grabbing cannon.
Alright.
What the hell?
You have like no life on my
Shit lagging?
Yeah,
Arc in mid.
It's not letting me grab the cannon.
Oh, my turrets aren't dying. You got void on that side.
It's lagging, yeah.
Yeah.
So finally you get to the finale, that final boss fight. What is gonna be in store for this boss fight? It's gonna be epic. The final boss is always the most spectacular boss in the game, no matter what game it is. The final boss is always that moment that we're all excited for and makes it memorable. And no, we're not gonna say the soundtrack. We know the soundtrack is the only reason we all love this fight, because who doesn't like the freaking soundtrack at the final fight? It's freaking savage. It's awesome. But anyway, so you started off, you do your same old thing. Let me tell you something. You know what? I'm just gonna cut it off right here. You know what? So here's your fight. You excited? You ready? You ready? Come here. Just a little bit. Nothing changes. It's the same fight as normal mode. Whoop-de-doo. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Oh, by the way, those sentry turrets that you were worried about in the last one, maybe you were one of those groups that had a hard time. That's normal. Maybe you had a hard time with those sentry turrets. Well, congratulations, muchacho. They freaking disappear at the end of the last section. Never have to worry about it again. So instead of making the last fight some god-tier difficult fight, you took out one of the things that would have made it that much more significant. The sentry turrets in the last phase, not much of a big deal. But in this one, with the empowereds having to stand over there, the throws, the constant movement, you're telling me right now that you couldn't have kept that? Would that made it that much harder? Yes, it would have made it difficult. And you know what? So why did you take it off? It's heroic mode. It's supposed to be a more difficult version, and you took it out. The one thing that you should have left in after you put it in, you take out. Like, who thinks of this stuff? It's like you don't even play video games. You don't even play video games. You just make them and you throw it in there, and then you're surprised when people say that. What the hell are you doing? You're surprised at it. It's like, dang. The only change to this entire boss fight is that the last phase of the previous fight, where you had to throw, where 3 servitors would spawn on each side, and you had to hit him at least 7 times, or hit 7 of those things, is put into the last fight. That's it. That's your change. Other than that, it's completely the same. You still got 4 platforms in the back, you know, in case you mess up. Obviously, you can't die. We're still talking about hard mode here, but that's it.
Any predictions for hard mode? I think the only thing I can really say that I believe would be a cool idea and would be a good idea, and something we can all see, is for the final phase, just how, like, the second to last fight, the servitors were like, hey, you had to kill more than one and throw him on multiple spots along, you know, where he's, you know, sitting. I believe in hard mode or challenge mode, you're gonna have to throw multiple balls at him. The servitor's gonna be flying just like, you know, more than one for each side, like 3 apiece. You gotta hit him with like at least 6.
Oh my god, I just don't even want to freaking get into it, how frustrating that is. This is your final fight. This is Axis, which I don't even know who the hell Axis is. Like, was there even anything in the Grimoire that even made us care? I mean, Crota had that whole commercial, Crota's coming for you guys. Oryx was amplified. We were like, yo, Oryx was like the governor in The Walking Dead. Liar. Who the hell is Axis? Why do I care? Why did I show up and I just look at who was Vosik? Art priest? Okay, he was a priest. You know, and then there's a war priest. Okay, I got it. You got something with priests as like semi-final bosses in this game. I got it, Bungie. But you're telling me right now, freaking, who is Axis? He's god of the Shiva. He was a little dreg that got pissed off and decided he was gonna make some freaking crap that was all powerful. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure there's maybe something in there, but is it significant? No. We don't care about that. The biggest thing that Bungie kept showing you was what is freaking behind me. This giant servitor and the Zamboni. We all thought the Zamboni was going to be like the final boss or something. And we get the Axis stuff behind. I'm still frustrated about that. I'm just getting in a rant right now. I'm not even talking about heroic at this point, but somebody had to say it. So here's the thing. Okay. Your hard mode heroic raid should have been what your normal one was off of RIP. That's how your raid should have been. The bosses have the exact same health. Axis, you can kill within 2 to 3 freaking runs. You can kill him easy. He's not hard. He's got the same amount of health. Same as Voxus. Everything, or Vaxis, whatever the heck his name is, Vosik. They all have the same amount of health. There is no change in the health. There's the change in damage taken. But they're all just as squishy as they were in normal mode. There's no problem. You could run in there with some underlevel friends, just like how everybody was, when the majority of people were 10 light levels underlevel for normal mode, and freaking were still able to beat it. You can still beat it here. Yo, get somebody do me a favor and name a game, anybody in the chat, name a game where you can be 10 light levels underlevel, or levels underlevel, and accomplish a raid. Just any game from any time in the world. World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 11, Final Fantasy 14, Guild Wars, anything. Can anybody come up with something where you be 10 levels underneath the raid and an accomplishment? No, you can't. So why, Bungie, do you do it here? Because you're a shooter MMO? Like, it's not an excuse. You made it easy. This isn't a hard mode. This is an extra mode. This is normal plus. It's not hard. Don't call this heroic. I don't even want to know what your idea is for challenge mode. Like, I don't even kill him in 1 or 2 rotations. Oh, guess what? We do that anyway. They're going to have to come up with something to stop me from completely blasting this raid when challenge mode comes out. 100%. Okay. So check it out, everybody. You're probably watching this raid and you think that I have like a lot of hate towards Wrath of the Machine. The truth is, I don't. I enjoy Wrath of the Machine. I think Wrath of the Machine is a good raid. There's a lot of fighting. During the entire course of the raid, you're going to be fighting, and I love that. Because that reminds me of the Volta Glass. Volta Glass was just one giant fight, and it was awesome. King's Fall was a bit more of a mechanical thing, which was cool because it was kind of a new thing. Instead of a lot of fighting, it was kind of like kill a couple things and then everybody make sure you got the mechanics down, you know, otherwise you were going to fail. But I enjoy constant fighting. I enjoy constant shooting. That's fun. That's something that I enjoy, and Wrath of the Machine has that, and it makes me keep going back and back and back. But I feel like given this raid that once like even PvP players get done and get to 400 light level, they're not going to care about this raid. Once you get that cool badass shader, you're not going to care about this raid. Or if you're trying to get those little Siva things in challenge mode that make Siva come off of your raid gear, it's like, other than that, who cares? That's kind of novelty anyway. I don't feel like I'm going to want to play this just for fun. Like Volta Glass, we were the highest level, and we were like, you know what, let's just run Volta Glass. Why not? It's freaking fun. I don't feel like I'm going to get that from this. Her hard mode, heroic mode should have been what the raid is now. That should be your normal mode. And when hard mode and heroic mode comes out, you make every enemy in it stronger. Maybe add 1 or 2 things. You don't have to add more things to worry about and then keep everything else the same and call it difficult. That's not difficult. You'll probably wipe one time because it catches you off guard, but then you'll be like, okay, now I get it. There's a turret there. It won't happen again. Okay, there's a devil walker. I'll shoot him before he notices I'm there. I won't have to worry about it again. And you beat it and you play it exactly like you did in normal mode. And that's not how it should be. You should have it the way it is now and make all the enemies harder. Put more yellow bars in there. Allow yourself to take more damage And you know, the Vosik, you know, with the exception of Vosik is badass. You know what I'm saying? That was really good. Just make the boss a little bit more damage heavy there. Not bullet spongy, but stronger, more aggressive. Just something. Vault of Glass, normal mode, and hard mode are the same thing. There may be one thing in there, I can't remember, it has been a long time, but it's the same raid. The same amount of oracles and all of that. It's just, you get shit on, like, more often because the enemies are aggressive while you're trying to handle what you have to handle. You know, it's like, and the oracles take more damage. That's good. That's difficult. That's what makes Vault of Glass memorable. Because when it came out, all the way through the Dark Below, and even up into House of Wolves until House of Wolves came out, it was still the hardest thing in the game, PvE-wise. That's how you're supposed to remember it. And that's why everybody says the Vault of Glass is their favorite raid, because of that. You don't have to add millions of things. King's Fall did not have any changes at all. There were no changes to King's Fall. Same enemies. The bosses were more bullet spongy. I'll give it that. They went into bullet sponge mode. I got it. Okay, I'll give you that one. The only change to King's Fall was the Hive Knights. And you had to snipe them, and after worrying about the Hive Eater or killing the freaking Light Eaters, then you had to look over and make sure that you shot that, make sure your Light Runner's hauling ass, because Oryx was behind you, getting ready to shoot you in the back of the head, and then you got Acolytes. That's cool. That's an example of one new mechanic that amplifies the experience, and the enemies still killed you just as fast. That's how you increase difficulty. You don't put an extra turret. You know, you don't do that. That doesn't give difficulty, and they keep the bosses exactly the same. What's the threat here? The turret or the boss? The boss should always be the primary threat, always. And you don't get that with Wrath of the Machine. So, my final verdict for the Wrath of the Machine, normal mode and heroic mode, is a 7.5 out of 10. It's a 7.5 out of 10. I enjoy the raid. I think it's really cool. I think it's fun. But as far as amplifying that experience and making it harder, which is what heroic mode stuff does, it falls flat on its face in my opinion, and it could have did a lot better if it would have just took all that stuff out, or just, you know, like freaking take that back. It would have did so much better if it would have just been what hard mode is now in normal mode, and then just amplified the enemies in heroic. You would have been fine. Anywho, if you guys enjoyed this review, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more. And if you enjoy videos like this, freaking let me know. I'll be sure to make more for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Peace.
Do the steak leg. Do the steak leg. Yo, where all my shit at? I gotta get more of these things.
Yo, oh my goodness.
No, bro.
I'm just gonna keep stanky leg on.
Bro, I'm about to hammer time this dude. Wait, what?
Fuck, you got me, no.
Yo, dude, if he dances, I'm gonna laugh, bro.
Oh, he's ready.
Yo,
No. Yo, this guy's getting a friend request. This guy's getting a friend request right now. This guy's getting a friend request right now, dude.
Dead, bro.
I can't believe it.
I'm fucking dead.
Oh my god.